Kumusta kayo mga bata? Ngayon ay pag-aaralan naman natin ang tungkol sa solve 2 to 3 step word problems involving addition and subtraction of decimals including money. Bago tayo magpatuloy, ay i-review muna natin ang tungkol sa decimals. Ngayon mga bata ay aralin muna natin or i-review natin ang adding decimals. When adding decimals, be sure your decimals are lined up. Halimbawa, 2.00 plus 1.26 plus 1.40 plus 0.60 plus 0.17 equals 5.73. So remember, pag isinulat natin sila, dapat magkakatapat ang decimal point. And then, let's just add them like a whole number. Halimbawa, itong 6 plus 7, the rest ay 0 na. So, 13, carry 1. That is 2 plus 1, yung carry, maging 3. Plus 4 is 7. Plus 6 ay 13. Plus 1 ay 14. Carry 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, 4, 5. So, the answer is 5.43. So, ganun lang kadali, di ba? Bring your decimal point straight down and put it in your answer. O, ito panghasang halimbawa. 3.45 plus 7 plus 0.835. So, did you line up the decimal points? So, tingnan natin kung nakalinya siya. And then, tulad niyan, 7 is a whole number. Lagyan nyo ng 000 para katapat siya ng iba pang numbers na decimals. Did you add zeros to hold the place? And then, let us now do the operation. 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 4 plus 8 is 12, carry 1. That is 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 1, that is 11. Copy the decimal, so that is 11.285. I-review naman natin ang subtracting decimals. It is the same thing as subtracting whole numbers. But before that, let us review the concept of borrowing. When subtracting decimals, be sure to line up the decimal points. Add a 0 to hold your place. Borrow if you need to. That is 351.4 minus 65.25. Remember to do this. Add 0 para may katapat yung 0.25. And then, meron tayong tinatawag na borrowing. 0 minus 5 is cannot be. So, magbaborrow sa katabi, yung 4 magiging 3, and yung 0 ay magiging 10. And 10 minus 5 equals 5. And then, yung 4 ay magiging 3 na lang. 3 minus 2 is 1. Since that 1 is cannot be subtracted sa 5, hindi pwedeng mabawas ang 1 minus 5. So, let us borrow 1 sa katabi, which is 5 na magiging 4 na lang. At yung 1 ay magiging 11. 11 minus 5 is 6. And then, yung 5 ay naging 4. 4 minus 6 cannot be. May katabi siyang 3, remember? So, yung 3, magiging 2 na lang, at yung 4 ay magiging 14. 14 minus 6 is 8, and then bring down 2. So, that's why the answer become 286.15. Remember to bring the decimal point straight down from your answer. Let us now try this problem. Subtract the following decimals. Be sure to show all work. Okay, the first problem is $6.18 minus $5.55. Halimbawa, 8 minus 5, that is 3. And then, 1 minus 5 is cannot be. Let us borrow sa 6. So, the 6, that will become 5, and the 1 will become 11. 11 minus 5 is 6. And then, bring down 0. Kasi yung 6 ay naging 5 na lang. Then 5 minus 5 equals 0. So that is $0.63. So remember to bring down the decimal point straight down para hindi kayo magkamali ng sagot. Next, 10.70 minus 3.56. 0 minus 6 is cannot be. So, magiging 10 na siya. And then, borrow 1 sa 7, that will become 6. 10 minus 6 equals 4. And 6 minus 5 equals 1. Bring down the decimal point. Next is 0 minus 3 is cannot be. So, that will become yung katabing 1 magiging 0 and the 0 will become 10. Then, 10 minus 3 equals 7. So, the answer is 7.14. So, this is a reminders. Remember to line up the decimal points. Add a 0 to hold your place so you can add or subtract. And then, proceed na tayo sa solving problem. Let us study sample problem number 1. Malu wants to buy a charcoal stove for her mother. She saved 48.75 and 66.25 for the last 2 weeks. How much more does she need to save to buy the stove if it costs 200 pesos? Let us now solve the problem. What is being asked? The amount of money she needs more to save to buy the stove if it costs 200 pesos. What are the given? Her savings, 48.75 pesos, 66.25 pesos, and the cost of stove, 200 pesos. What operations are needed? Addition and subtraction. What is the hidden question? Malu saved 48.75 and 66.25. The hidden question is, how much was her savings for the last 2 weeks? What is the number sentence? That is 200 pesos minus the sum of 48.75 pesos plus 66.25 pesos equals n, which is the unknown number. Let us now compute. First is let us line up the decimals. Let us solve first the numbers inside the parentheses. 48.75 plus 66.25. Add the numbers inside the parentheses. So, the total is 115 pesos. The next is, after finding the sum of the numbers inside the parentheses, let us now subtract 115 from 200 pesos. Subtract the cost stove to her total savings. Add a 0 to line up everything. So, the answer is 85 pesos. She needs to save 85 pesos to buy the stove. Let us now proceed to sample problem number 2. Below are items on sale in a department store. Umbrella costs 49.50 pesos. Boots cost 75.95 pesos. The raincoat costs 99.75 pesos. And the cap costs 119.99 pesos. If Abdul will buy an umbrella and a pair of rubber boots, how much would be his change from a 500 peso bill? What is being asked? The amount of money that will be his change from 500 peso bill. What are the given? Umbrella, which is 49.50 pesos, a pair of boots, which is 75.95 pesos, and his money, which is 500 pesos. What operations are needed? Addition and subtraction. What is the hidden question? How much is the total amount of umbrella and boots? What is the number sentence? The number sentence is 500 minus the sum of 49.50 pesos and 75.95 pesos equals the unknown number. First is, let us solve the number inside the parenthesis. 49.50 plus 75.95. Do not forget to line up the decimal. Add the numbers inside the parenthesis. So the answer is 125.45. Let us now subtract 125.45 to the amount of money, which is 500 pesos. Subtract the cost of umbrella and boots from 200 pesos. Add a 0 to line up everything. So the answer is 374.55. Abdul's change is 374.55 from umbrella and boots. Let us now proceed to sample problem number 3. Andrea has a school allowance of 200 pesos. She spends 62.50 for transportation and 85.25 for food. She keeps the rest for her savings. How much does she save from her allowance? So what is being asked? The total amount of Carlos coins. What are given? Andrea's allowance, which is 200 pesos. She spends transportation 62.50 and for food 85.25 pesos. What operations are needed? Addition and subtraction. How much is the total expense of area? That is the hidden question. What is the number sentence? That is 200 pesos minus the sum of 62.50 and 85.25 pesos equals n, which is the unknown number. So let us now compute. Let us now find first the sum of 62.50 plus 85.25. Those numbers are inside the parenthesis. Line up the decimals. Add the numbers inside the parenthesis. The total is 0 plus 5 equals 5, 5 plus 2 is 7, copy the decimal, 2 plus 5 is 7, 6 plus 8 is 14. So that is 147.75. Let us now subtract 147.75 from 200 pesos. Subtract 200 pesos from her expenses. Add a 0 to line up everything. So 0 minus 5, that is cannot be. All you have to do is to review your skills on borrowing. So the answer is 52.55. Andrea saves 52.55 from her allowance. Meron tayo dito ngayong practice exercises na pwede niyong sagutan. Tulad ng dati, i-pause ang video na to habang nagsasagot kayo. Pagkatapos, i-play nyo ulit para ma-checkan nyo kung tama ba ang sagot nyo. Huwag kalimutan na mag-like at mag-subscribe. Sana ay meron kayong natutunan. Hanggang sa muli, paalam!